one thing that pains me more is that the entire system of governance have totally disconnected themselves from what the achievements and business of governance is to center it on the criticism of Obazee, and that is very, very, very myopic, and that is very, very appalling. If you would ask me, this is the first December we have been doing in a lengthy period of time when there is no death recorded to cultism. You know, Edo has been on the bad light. In fact, let me tell you guys, all through the Christmas and New Year, as soon as I stepped out from my farm, I have been out of the state till now that I'm talking to you. I'm bouncing back to work later today and coming all out because I have a lot of hooks on my neck. I'm on debt, and I'm also trying to ensure that I settle those debt this week because a lot of calls have been buzzing my phone. Having said that, Senator Mondo Okpebholo-led administration has done a lot in education within the last 365 days in office. You know, the governors, celebrated 1 year in office sometime around November 12th last year. What beat my imagination is that till date, if you go around all the social media and electronic media and all the appointees, media aides and all that, their discussion is centered around about Obazee, which to me doesn't augur well. They have made Albert a focus point of discussion that has gained, made him to gain a lot of attraction. And just 2 days ago, when I said I was going to talk about it, someone called me and said, "Oh boy, take a chill pill and observe what will happen." And to beat my imagination, it did come to pass. As I speak to you on the 1st of January, Igeho paid a visit to Albert in his residence. I don't know what that was for. Saying that Albert was throwing tantrums at the palace. It is because you guys choose to engage him. But however, because I am somebody with a conscience, I will give Albert kudos on certain things he had said that center about governance, particularly when he talks to this issue of agberoism in Edo State. But let me tell you guys one very striking thing that we all must understand is that Senator Mondo Okpebholo is the only governor, because before many people ran into the street to collect one level of ticketing or the other, the governor never formally appointed or nominated any union or any organization to collect tax in the state upon resumption of office. Some supporters of this force themselves to see how they can, generate revenue for themselves and for government. But at the end of the day, we saw how they messed that opportunity up, and the governor, in his wisdom, proscribed and suspended every form of union in Edo State. This is the only governor that, while having spent 1 year in office, there is no ticketing in our market. Agberoism have left our market. Unionism have left our motor parks. Commuters are moving free and fair across the 18 local government of Edo State without paying any form of revenue. Motor drivers are going about their lawful businesses without paying 1 penny to Edo State government. And that has not hindered the government from carrying out tremendous development. On the issue of fundamental rights, every Nigerian ought to awaken themselves. I see a lot of abuses and claims and counter claims from incumbent persons and those in opposition. Agreed, everybody has a right to fight for their fundamental human rights fundamental human rights obligation. But what pains me more is that we have now systematically attached political mediocrity and mediocy into this business of fundamental human rights. You see the likes of Joseph Bali, who was a full-blown PDP member, coming out to say he's fighting for the poor. Agreed, it's a welcome development. Everybody ought to be conscious of their rights. But the question to ask is, how come their business on the internet is always centered on people in government? What about those other well-meaning individuals who carry out oppression? How have they been going about it? As I speak to you, a lot of communities in Edo South are under siege from the maladministration of the previous administration of Obazee. I want to try as much as possible not to blame or call the name of Obazee here, because everybody knows that all I said about Obazee when he will leave office has actually materialized. Not that Obazee has absconded from Edo State. Both majority of his aides have also absconded from the state. Now, you all saw what happened a few days ago. I came all out to condemn what they did to Don Pedro Obazee and saying that very clearly that nobody sent those guys to do whatever they did. But as you can see, the palace has come out to take a very clear stand on that issue. Oba Atokpe is saying, and I want to commend the BTC for that. Because whether you like it or not, criticism is part of life. It's part of the day-to-day affairs of any democratic setting or government across the globe. Even Donald Trump, even the Queen of England, even the King of England, King Charles, everybody face one level of criticism or the other. It is as a result of the fact that people want you to do well, not that people are trying to make a mockery of who you are. You are a king, you are a king. Nobody on earth can reduce that. Even when politicians try to play games with it, everybody knows what the true state of things ought to be. Now, to the business of my discussion today. Senator Monday Okpebholo has done tremendously well when it comes to the educational sector. A lot of schools under Senator Monday Okpebholo across tertiary, primary, secondary, they have all gotten some level of attention from the governor, particularly when it comes to reconstruction and remodeling and provision of quality teachers for our Edo children. But if you go across all the media aids of the governor, nobody seems to be talking about this. It is either they are talking about the governor doing roads, the governor versus one political activity, which is not ought to be so. The Okpebholo-led government has not gotten the media attention it needs. There are a lot of achievements that the governor has done, but the information is not out there. Go and look at all those who are supporters of the governor. They are all talking about Abat from beginning to the end. The governor has also done a lot in security. Before I move further, I want to first of all thank Paddy Noah and his team. Noah, I am not your fan, but God sees my heart and knows I have a genuine intention for what I'm saying. God will bless you for this genuine fight you have brought to the doorstep of criminals in Edo State. God will bless you and your entire team. The achievement of this special task force against cultism and kidnapping, people might not see it. There's no state in the world, there's no community in the world that you see a crime-free society. But what Paddy Noah has done within the last 7 to 9 months being appointed, the entire security architecture of Nigeria, civil defense, MOPO, police, Nigerian army have not been able to, DSS have not been able to put a stop, NIA have not been able to put a stop to this menace in Edo. So do not forget, one of the strongest times when we saw that cultism was given a tough fight was during the time of Solomon Arase, when he was IGP, and also when Obazee set up the Edo State Vigilante Network. It was within those areas we saw some shaky, achievements. But what I am currently witnessing in Edo, my brother, they not born you where to say you be cultist for Edo now. First of all, you will lose your house. Secondly, again, you must face the law. Thirdly, again, you will not see anybody to come and beg for you politically. At times when they arrest some of these criminals, they know the who is who, the thick and thin in the society, so they narrow themselves. into ensuring that they deceive or go to plead to the authority to give them one form of pardon or the other. But under Senator Monday Okpebholo, he has said it, and I want to applaud the governor today, because I told him, treat these guys as common criminals. This cultism, treat them as common criminals. And on this note, I want to talk to my brother about Edo is very, very peaceful. Edo is very, very peaceful. See, forget about this issue of kidnapping. Those are, for me, I see them as organized crime, in which majority of the people who are partaking in this thing, whether they are Safe City, the Sengwam issue, and the rest, VDM and the rest, some of them know more about this criminality if you want to look deep into it. So we should not also forget that the governor recently commissioned a mechanized farming process in the state, where he promised to ensure that agro-allied activities take center stage in our day-to-day activities. I have not seen any media aid of the governor giving us a direction or an insight to those activities. One would always ask him, like, are you not APC? My brother, I'm APC, I supported APC. Everybody, even those of you who are watching me now in this blue space, you all know that I supported the APC with all I had. In fact, even my resources. And I've always challenged anybody, including the leadership of the APC, that show me where you have given Emmanuel Agbogu money. What I did for the APC was pro bono. Up to the data I spent, up to my resources and everything was pro bono. Nobody has ever for once empowered me in the APC. Nobody. I've always seen truth and said the way it is. But you also, what happened when this government came on board, the first thing to do was to declare me persona non grata from the office of the deputy governor for a statement I never made, but for coming out to defend the government in the way I felt was best. But only God knows, we have since answered the police and security agencies, but we have not seen the outcome. But we are watching. But one thing I have to say is that despite the fact that I will agree with this government and give them a score mark of over 70, owing to the fact that their appropriations have been timely, their interventions have been timely, their developmental strides, there is no government in Nigeria in 1 year that you can see a massive change in Nigeria. But I can assure you, in this 2026, everybody in Edo will know that Edo is really shining. Excuse me, please. Everybody in Edo, we know that Edo is really shining. Edo is really shining in the sense that if it's the issue of cultism, Lucky Benedion fought with it was still there. Adams Osarime Osumbo dealt with it for some months, it was still there. Governor Obazee fought with it was still there. In 1 year, or rather less than 1 year in office, Senator Monday Okpebholo dealt with cultism. Today, they cannot even celebrate or even make a boastful claim that cultism is still surrounding the homicide informations and news of Edo State. We have not seen youth killing youth in the name of color. Senator Monday Okpebholo, God will bless you, because my genuine intentions have always been that we should put an end to this menace. I've been outside the state, not any single major individual across the journalism realm that I've discussed with can say that Edo is not peaceful. They have said you don't think we hear say the key person for Edo. You don't think we hear the only thing we hear now only kidnap. But thus far, the issue of courtesan, they give the governor kudos. And to those persons who are actually receiving resources that are not talking about what the governor is doing in those spare, I want to applaud you guys, or I want to appeal to you guys, because some of una own way of doing things na flip. You guys should really look into the way of propagating Edo in a good light. Edo State across the south is one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria, with a very strong security presence. Padinoa, again, I want to repeat, God will bless you. Padinoa, God will bless you. Padinoa, God will bless you and your security team for the great job you have been doing. Because I know a similar job like this was given to the likes of Olukoga. We know what happened. Some of them use it to turn into a revenue-based organization. But in less than 9 months, you guys have given security a top touch. In fact, courtesan now, most of them have absconded from the state to other areas in Nigeria where they cannot perpetrate most of this their illegality. So kudos to you guys. Kudos to you guys. You guys are, in fact, one of the major achievements of this administration, and I give it to you guys. God sees my heart. I give it to you guys. Lastly, because I said I want to stay here for a long time, everybody know what has happened with majority of the projects of the past administration. I think it is high time we kill all those news and focus more on talking about the achievements of His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo across the 18 local governments. When I mean across the 18 local governments, because whether you like it or not, looking at what Senator Monday Okpebholo is doing, you will see quality, you will see dedication, and you will see to a very, 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 very large extent high level of patriotism. I don't just come out to praise somebody because I want to talk. No, what I'm seeing the governor doing, I applaud him. And I also want to appeal to those people across the globe, particularly those of you that have one thing or the other to contribute to make this government a success. Forget about the negative statements they are making about the governor. I have not benefited from the governor, but I think if Edo people benefit, I'll be much more happier, despite my tremendous support for the government. But what am I saying? Majority of those across the globe that have a lot to contribute to this government, do not look at the negative statement made about the governor on various media platforms across the globe. No, come into the state, seek for audience with the governor, and ensure that you support this government to succeed. There are 3 things the governor is doing that from the onset of this government I told him to focus on, and he has since done that. One is the major roads in and out of Edo State. If you look at the Binia-Auchi road, he has been able to rally around power. Don't forget, other politicians and governors have been there for the past years. None of them have been able to get this attention of work on our federal roads in and out of Edo State. The only time we saw it was during Goodluck Jonathan, when the Lagos to Ofosun stretch of the federal highway was worked on. And you also recently haven't had a crash on that of Via River axis, where even when the deputy governor was in the House of Reps, he also did a lot of advocacy and constituency project to ensure that those area was looked into. I think it is high time that we all come together to ensure that those access roads in and out of Edo State are very, very motorable. Agreed, the coming of Senator Monday Okpebholo has changed the entire phase of Edo South, of Edo Central. When you talk about the federal link from Iruekme to Agenebode, if you look at that stretch, you agree with me that a lot of work has been done and a lot is still going on. So please, my conscious Edo people, in this 2026, I'm not telling you not to criticize the governor if he does wrong. Go, please come out and criticize him. But this negative approach of insulting the governor, insulting institutions, particularly the BTC, I think it has to stop. Let us criticize the governor with facts and figures in this 2026. The budget has just been submitted, and I think very soon it will be passed into law. Follow the budget, follow the expenditure of the government, and let us see what the governor can do to advance the living standard of Edo people. If you like, shout for Nati the next 4 years. I mean 3 years remaining. Okpebholo is the governor. So please let us support him and say what is necessary. To cut the long story short, I remain no other person than your snowboard activist. I want to, at this junction, implore all the media aides, those of you who have been appointed by the governor, begin to let Edo people know what this man is doing and those he intend to do. Stop discussing Abbas. Stop discussing Abbas. Abbas, if you even listen to what Abbas said, let me show you guys. Please come here. If you even listen to what Abbas said. Hello there. Hello. Come on, open this thing for me. If you even listen to what Abbas said, you agree with me that we are just giving Abbas some level of cheap. In fact, even under Obaseki's administration, that influenced Abbas' media growth, that supported Abbas to be this popular, because you all know Obaseki pumped in a lot of resources of Edo people into the media for Abbas. That is why you see him today with City Nigeria. In fact, today, whether you like it or not, Abbas has one of the biggest media space on this blue app in Edo State. You cannot talk about social media in Edo State and don't mention Abbas. Whether he's using it for criticism or he's using it to make money for himself, or it is what government has empowered him with. I will applaud this new Okpebholo administration. Make your own media people grow. Look at what Abbas is saying. In case of most of you that have not watched it, see wetin Abbas dey talk. Na him make me no come out for video. I say make I watch wetin you dey hear am.
You know say na me dey run Edo State. No. Na me be the progressive governor of Edo State. Why Okpebholo is the Tinubu governor of Edo State? You know say na me dey run that state. Yeah? You see why they sent out the government on Abadan, but you don't know. Say it's not possible for them to pray for government and say, man, they don't discuss me. You don't know. Tony Kabaka, I mean driver, the power will give him 1,000 atom.
For crying out loud, Abbas say na him be the progressive governor of Edo State, while Okpebholo na Tinubu-led governor. See, na because of say the media never really get who they want stretch facts and figures to the audience of Edo people. There's never a time about discuss of Edo that he doesn't get the least is 50 to 60,000 views. Do you know why? Because they never get who they watch for this other side. The other people that they watch, we know them. I give it to Kolimo. Kolimo don't try. We know when if you talk rich. Apostle Kasi don't see talk to that one. Also insult. And wait till they tell me talk. Now they talk. We know I be. Name them. I surprised say my girl was coding. Although I don't tell her say wait talk with your eyes see. On his own, he's not a member of APC, but Osakuna Coding has been doing more of reportage than the appointees of government. Chrisosa, una can attest to waiting. I was even shocked when Chrisosa was going to show washing machine. Everybody knows say Obaseki no try. For 1 year we cannot be stretching Obaseki issue. Let us talk about our own principle that is in government and do it very, very well. That's all I have to say. So I beg, my excellency, I will not end this video without wishing you particularly a happy new year. In this new year, please sir, try as much as possible to ensure that your campaign promise of the 192 primary health care across the 18 local governments, let them have a feel of your governance. And one thing again is that I know you have been employing teachers, you intend to employ more. Keeping teachers in our rural area is a very, very big challenge. I followed you around the 18 local governments. I knew what your campaign was. And there was a particular quote you said about providing accommodations for teachers in our schools, particularly those in the rural area. I want you to focus more on that. Dr. Paddy, performing Paddy, I know say you dey try, but your work, you still need to intensify to ensure that there is a spread of dedicated teachers across the schools, primary and secondary, across the 192 wards. There are a lot of schools without teachers, despite what Obazee claimed to have spent in Edo best. According to Danobi, say na laptop government. So Obazee don carry him laptop, he don go. We should allow him with his laptop now. Focus on these basic things that will help Edo people. Focus on it. That is what I feel we should say this morning. And I want to appreciate everybody that is watching me currently, including those of you that I'm owing money, and those of you that are also owing me. Pay me so I can pay people that I'm owing. So please, I remain all the person and yours number right activists. We are back to the space. In fact, for those of you who are not aware, this will be one of the last live videos you'll be seeing on my platform, because you know live videos are normally deleted after 30 days, so I wouldn't be doing much. And if not for the likes of Danny Yaji and other bloggers that will carry this video, you can never find it again on this space. So that is why I want to ensure that the government come out to ensure that they mobilize their media aids to reportage their activities. A lot of achievement has been done, and a lot still needs to be done. Once again, I remain no other person than yours number right activist. Let us at this junction call it a day. Join me in my next broadcast, although I will not be live. In this whole live section I have currently done in less than 20 minutes here, I have not received one comment, because everybody wants to listen to what Emmanuel Aibogun has to say. Though I will not be asking for your reactions now, but whatever thing you feel that ought to be said here, haven't listened to me, please drop it in the comment section. We'll do well by listening to you and give you a feedback. Once again, I remain no other person than yours number right activist, Comrade Aibogun Emmanuel. Bye for now.
Emmanuel Aibogun, thank you for the very video when it say you do so. How about na the Odogu? How about na the governor of APC? Without Abat, there is no APC. Shall you the ask now say, why Abat everywhere? Now Abat being a governor, you know. Now how bad being a governor? Monday level will never see anything at all. Since they no one let Abat rest. Abat they trained for APC. So make una take her like that. I know say the thing they bother you, they wonder you. Why be saying that Abat now be the center, as in the attraction, now everybody face. Now so we see him more. Now so we see him for Edo State more the level, and it's him and APC plus the palace. Now so we see him. And if now your first time of coming across my YouTube, make una subscribe. Edo World TV.